Hello there, Gemini, and welcome to a new Keys Edition Oracle Messages. So I hope you enjoy this. Now, this is a sacred moment to receive what's unlocking for you in the next 2 weeks. Watch for signs of passage, permission, and power returning to your path. Now, before we get into the Oracle messages of what's unlocking, Spirit's message for you at this moment is that you receive the key of understanding beyond duality. Confusion clears as you align mind and spirit in one voice. This next cycle reveals divine communication flowing through you like light through crystal. Oh, so let's see what else is unlocking for you. And this is for Gemini and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. I like that. Some type of divine communication flowing through you like light through crystal. So it's a real sense of light codes being activated within you and it's crystallizing. And look at this. Oh my goodness. Reward. And what I get, take it if it resonates, because I feel that it will. What activated this reward was the stopping or the noticing and being mindful of things that were patterns and cycles that just don't serve you or your purpose at this time and what you see into the future. And so you've noticed something, and this is why you're being rewarded here. And it is going towards abundance. So you've unlocked reward. Let's get a little bit more about this reward for you, Gemini. I mean, we do have the key of understanding beyond duality. So let's see what this reward key is opening up for you. Oh, it is a reward. Oh my goodness. I was just talking about you breaking the cycles here. You're going to be rewarded here and unlocking more power than you've received, more confidence than maybe you have been, I don't know, harnessing here. But it does take time, it does take patience. So there's some type of confidence, some type of reward that you have unlocked is going to give you more confidence when it comes to outwitting or outshining a situation. And perhaps you don't resonate with that outshining, but there is something here where you are having favor when it comes to solutions, especially when things have been feeling quite restrictive, right? So remember what I said, there's something where you've activated and unlocked this reward and it's giving you freedom, peace of mind. Let's get a little bit more about what's connected to this reward for you. Whoop. Oh my gosh, we're just talking about confidence here. Yes, and it is because we've got the Queen of Spring. And this will be, okay. You've unlocked a very new emotional experience to really be in this place of grace, confidence, and feeling good. And yes, feeling rewarded by maybe supporters, fans, people who just believe in you because you're believing in yourself, right? Wonderful people want to help you, and that's what you're attracting. You're maintaining a balance between work and home life. Look at this reward. Now, the Eight of Winter, this is air sign coming through. This is freedom, but this is a card where we have had to endure a period of restriction. But now you're in this new cycle, like Spirit was saying. The next cycle reveals divine communication flowing through you like light through crystal. Here's the Princess of Summer too. So this reward will be one that makes you feel excited about a new sense of confidence, a new sense of having your talents be recognized for what they are and worth. So take that how it resonates for you. But you're in this place too of developing a new relationship with not only, maybe your peers, your family, your friends, but perhaps someone too. So there may be someone on your path that is unlocking a new emotional experience for you, or excuse me, a new relationship or something unlocks, giving you an emotional experience, right? So we've got this energy that is innocent, gentle. Yes, it may feel a little awkward at first because Gemini, you've unlocked something that is a new sensation with how you're being seen in life, how you are moving in life, and how you are taking bold action. Now, I would not be surprised, Gemini, if either you or someone makes a bold move towards one another here, okay? And there's a compassionate friend that you can share your concerns with, someone that may exude some elements of fire sign and water sign. But you are going to be rewarded with a new sense of feeling good about a new chapter or a new season where you have more confidence, because we are in this place of attracting some type of warm reward is what I'm getting. So let's get a little bit more about what else is unlocking for you. Look for someone that is brilliant, loyal, talented, friendly. This also is energies that you're exuding here too. Now we got the King of Summer, a romantic partner you can trust. There's something about a romantic partner or a connection that you can trust. That's the key. A soul connection that you can trust. I also feel that in 2 weeks, you're unlocking a different level of mastery when it comes to, how you're feeling about things, how you're communicating as well, and how you're multitasking things. Because I feel that there's something about feeling, excited and also emotional, but it's a good emotional feeling. It's a new sensation. And so you're trying to balance these new sensations, but you've got it well. You've got something that you are handling well. So just know that there is something developing or deepening when it comes to a soul, perhaps connection, a romantic partner you can trust, or a friend you can trust. Giving or receiving excellent advice from the heart. And you possibly will be getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor, or meet someone that opens this door for you too. Let's get a little bit more about this King of Summer for you. It's like, I don't know, it's like you found home within navigating in some type of uncharted waters here. But this is something you can trust, okay? And that's what I see is you're trusting this, and you're just being rewarded more and more. And the reward is coming through balance, maybe 1 to 3 people here too, important relationships, and something important as well when it comes to unlocking something very creative for you. So let's get more with this King of Summer. And I feel you'll be rewarded with a nice relationship. Now I got the Two of Winter, Six of Winter. What did I just say? Yes, I just was talking about navigating in uncharted waters. Look at this. We've got the Six of Winter, and it's the sailboat or a boat in uncharted waters. Now, you're doing just fine. Okay, yes, there may be something here that could hold you back, or someone. So just be on the watch out for that. That may not necessarily be. But I'm going to read this and then we'll dive in deeper. So just take what resonates, make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. But the thing is if you are feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional, this is that Eight of Winter. Somehow you freed yourself of this, or you've unlocked it. So you're probably most likely sitting in this state of still trying to figure it out. But what I like is that you are staying calm and poised here. And this is what's helping you move into a positive change. So, yes, positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating, or just being able to put your mind and maybe even your heart, your emotions on vacation, right? So we can just kind of breathe for a second here. So you are unlocking you're unlocking movement when it comes to feeling more of a smooth, sailing sensation here. But I do get the word sensation. Okay, so new physical sensations are going on. um, a new sense of oozing confidence. Okay. And rightfully so, because okay, yeah, okay, there's gonna watch out for some kind of creative spark that ignites into motion. This is Queen of Spring, uh King of Summer with that Six of Winter here. Hmm. Let's see what else. Spirit wants me to tell you too that your mind and your higher self speak the same language. If it's not now, it will. And remember, we're talking about the intellectual with the heart. The same thing is going in the unseen here, where your mind and your higher self meet eye to eye. Now speak or will speak the same language. And there is something about something creative with technology that will most likely open up for you. Maybe you're already doing something with that. Mindfulness, we were just talking about that. That's that Six of Winter of moving into a place of smooth sailing. Remember, I was talking about putting your mind on vacation, right? Because there's something here about balance. Maintain balance between work and home life. Well, you do have to maintain balance when it comes to navigating in uncharted areas in life. That means, we have to be strong, and you are, my goodness. So you're headed in the right direction. Okay. Be mindful of things that may try to anchor you, or maybe even either your emotions or another's emotions that could feel like a hook. Now, why do I feel like telling you this? Because maybe for some of you, you need to hear this. I don't know. Oh my gosh. This has kind of been in the energy too lately. You're leaving a situation where it feels like you're trying so hard to maybe even open someone's mind and heart, because they may not want to expand just yet. But you're very in tuned with your mind, your heart. And this is why I love this Eight of Winter, because in this Eight of Winter, that's the Eight of Swords. It's usually depicted with someone that is just can't see away. The swords are all around them, and it's like a card of imprisonment. But look at this Eight of Winter. Look at that. All dressed up, nowhere to go. We don't know where we're going to go, right? Because we're sitting on a glacier. But this is the thing, that glacier is moving, even if you don't believe it's moving. That glacier is transforming into that boat. Remain poised here, because you're doing something, and you're headed in a really good, positive way. Look at this inspiration, Queen of Spring. You and someone becoming more of a blossoming inspiration. Something will inspire you. Remember, I was talking about you or someone's going to take a bold move. That's what it feels like. Now, this is a new cycle of creativity, a new cycle of passion arising here. Be on the lookout for things that, yeah, maybe it feels like it's stretching you out of your comfort zone, but that's the key. Let's get a little bit more about this inspiration for you. Get fire sign coming through. And also pay attention to new allies that appear through synchronicity. Spirit says clarity replaces confusion in a long, uncertain situation. That's what you're going to get, that clarity. There it is. That maybe this has been that long, confusing situation here, or long, uncertain situation. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. And I'm just going to point this out. Yeah, removing yourself from negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you, or you're just sensitive to that. But see, there's some type of reward from maybe something that went, not so good or challenging. But what you've unlocked is the ability to have the confidence to move away from people's problems. Because now you're like, no, that's not my problem to take care of. Again, being just more in your power, being brilliant, loyal, right? What is that? Talented and friendly. That's inspiration right there. Now, someone may be popping up your path too. Absolutely, Gemini, that inspires you when you need it. This inevitability card keeps popping out. The thing that I'm getting is that even when you don't try to shine, you do shine. Even when you try not to shine, you do shine. Where is this inevitability going? This is kind of a tongue twister for me sometimes. This is this inevitable change, right? Seeing a blessing. Trust that there's a better reason. You're trusting. So something is inevitable here. What is it? In 2 weeks, we got inevitability. Infinity. It's really coming out of that restriction, whatever it is, the lack of confidence, self-esteem. I mean, whatever has happened here, whoa, 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 you've accessed it. So just keep going to that, unseen. That's the key, right? So trust that in the unseen, it's opening you up to something more abundant, far more rewarding. And it's inevitable that you've already tapped into infinity, divine communication, divine source. No longer in a loop, right? You figured out a loop. You figured the way out of a loop. Look at the eights. 8 of winter, eights, infinity. Look at that, 8. Now, Spirit may have already revealed or soon will reveal a hidden talent that is either activated or it will be activated. You're releasing maybe that squeezed. Now, the release is also a good thing. This is relieving pressure. This is also, I kept getting something about sensation. All right. So yeah, there may be something here with physical sensation. Let's get a little bit more with release. This is that cycle. You're releasing. You know what I see? You're releasing something that is only temporary and coming into something that is far more stable for you. More of a sense of permanence. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. You're releasing the confusions. The long, uncertain situation. Remember, clarity replaces confusion in a long, uncertain situation. Now, if you feel that you need to still try to figure something out, Spirit is saying you're releasing it. And that is the key. Not figuring it all out. And also, yes, releasing any procrastination, because remember that thing about that bold move. Okay. And that bold move, it is going towards something that you want. It's going towards something that is wanting to be created. Let's say it that way. Ten of Autumn. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm trying to think if I was saying anything about Stability. Didn't I? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did with that release. Okay, so what did I say about that, Gemini? Oh yeah, you're letting go of things that, yeah, temporary, fleeting, or just, you maybe we even thought it was going to be permanent or long standing, right? But this is what you're doing. You're definitely stepping into or aligning and strengthening this stability, this sense of permanence. 10 of Autumn. Take steps to ensure financial security of your children or other loved ones. Take that how it resonates. Making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. There could be something here too where, family is of most importance, but the 10 of Autumn is speaking about, really being in this place of knowing that you're secure in some way. There could be something where you could be letting go of maybe something that has been maybe expensive or just costing you. It's costing you at your expense. But the 10 of Autumn is a card of wealth. It's a card of legacy. It's a card of commitment. So let's get a little bit more about this 10 of Autumn. What's important for Gemini to know? This is Earth sign coming through as well. I also see something here where you are most likely tuning into things or having better discernment whether or not it's too risky. And you might be moving away from things that are just too risky because we have something here that's worth protecting. 8 of Summer, the desire for more meaningful life. This is interesting because, yes, we might be in a place where things are comfortable. Maybe it got too comfortable, but we're moving on to things that feel more expansive here. And for some of you, take it if it resonates. You might be just kind of ready for just a new sensation. See, that's that thing. There's something about a new sensation. And it's like, here you are going into something that's a better positive change, right? Choosing to make major life changes. Now, this, I can see it going another way too, where, take what resonates, because it's either, you could be in this place too, where you're making these positive changes for long-term gains. But yeah, we could definitely be releasing things that you don't want to inherit, right? And when I say inherit, I'm just talking about things that have been passed down to us, right? Things that you want, but not necessarily just things like tangible, but intangible things. Now we're gonna be talking about karmic stuff here, I'm sure. I mean, with the 8s, it does bring something that, again, we broke the loop. You definitely are a soul that broke some type of family karmic pattern here. Now, for some of you Geminis, maybe you're like, oh, I don't even know my family. I was adopted or whatever. You notice there's something about a pattern or behavior in your physical self that doesn't even belong to you. That's you wiping it out. This is what I get. Yes, this is okay. Clearing out the karmic debt and stabilizing yourself. Clearing out, wiping out karmic debt just by your authentic self and being rewarded with true stability, true abundance, long lasting, something of a legacy. Let's see what else. And some of you, just take it if it resonates. What you've unlocked or unlocking is this ability to walk in a place of spiritual strength where the material realm has no hold over you. You're not seduced by the material realm. Five of Autumn, you're not seduced by the material realm. Yeah, see, poor timing for career change or doing something risky, feeling challenged by money issues. Okay, so you might be in this place of either getting the assistance or you are the one that Spirit is guiding you to be of assistance. So, see, there's something about you're hearing, okay, there's like a soul calling here. Five of Pentacles, we are feeling challenged, right? There's no doubt about it. Or you have now that you've learned something though, and this is the thing, a lot of you are out of this. You might not believe it though, that, oh my goodness, because it might have gone on for a long time, like a loop, right? And so sometimes it can be hard to believe that it is changing. I want to dive a little bit deeper though with this Five of Pentacles, but this is relief. This is things turning around. This is where we're not feeling so alone. Let's get more about this Five of Autumn. I mean, we got that reward, and we do have a card of abundance. But let's get more here, because I keep thinking you're hearing this call here. You're feeling something, and Spirit is guiding you. Accountability. You're changing things around. If those Geminis out there that have really been struggling, this is a time where things are turning around. This is where, you are being mindful of choices, actions, and intentions. What goes around comes around. So here we are taking accountability, right? Being in this place of change. Now you might be in this place too where, I don't know, I get something where maybe someone may want to, take it if it resonates. Someone may want to come and clean something up here. They may take accountability for what they've done. But look at the word account. I know it says accountability, but look at this, account. And then look at this, ability. For those that don't feel that you're good with your money, because I know we don't get taught, for a lot of us, we don't get taught and raised in a way that we can handle money, right? But I feel that this is another thing that's happening here. You're having mastery over your accounts, the ability to take charge of your accounts. Things are turning around here. I would just want a little bit more. The star. Yes. Yes. Good. This is just, okay. Look to the future and hope with optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. This is star card. This is Aquarius coming through, with the star energy alignment, right? Because you've taken accountability, it's inevitable that it's going towards infinity. Look at that. I get this thing too, this energy where Spirit is working definitely in the unseen realms and making some other souls accountable for interference of Divine's plan. Did you notice that happened in your situation where there may have been, a flow and an acceleration, and then there was some kind of weird energy that interfered, and it may have been a long-lasting little energy, and now it's starting to lose power. That's exactly what's happening. Interference of Divine's plan is being removed some way. So Spirit is making sure karma and fate is playing out where it needs to be. And here you are just standing in your place of light. Oh yeah, leveling up, baby. You leveled up. How can you help that, right? You're just doing what you're naturally born to do here. So yes, we've been leveled up here. This is this whole change. Kings and the queens are showing up here. Now, what specific area for Gemini can we get a peek at this leveling up? You've got this unlocking of leveling. Oh, I just dropped a bunch of cards. Paradise! To me, that's really closely associated with that Six of Swords because we are moving to better times. You've leveled up where you're going to start to notice things that maybe once have bothered you, even the people and the same old problems of others. It still may exist, but how you even react to it is totally different. So, yeah, you just leveled up your happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. All right, let's see what else is unlocking in 2 weeks. Unconditional love. Look at that. Infinity. See, this is the reward of feeling at home with yourself, knowing you are in this place of unconditional love and never being denied. But it does mean that we have to balance things, right? It requires us to be in this place of not hesitating and belief. So look at this. You've leveled up when it comes to an ideal situation of unconditional love. Something is happening here with an unlocking of unconditional love. Think about the word unconditional. Infinity. Keeps going, right? Where the Eight of Winter, it's like it can only go so far. We can only get so far. And this is where you've released that. This is where reward steps in. So you step aside and let your reward step in. All you got to do, oh my God. Oh, there's something about a boat. All you got to do is just remain calm and steady, baby. Calm and steady is the key. Look at that. You got the boat. Okay. You know, we were talking about the boat more than once, right? Uncharted seas. Oh my goodness. There may be something here with a love of waters, being on the boat. You may meet someone that likes the love of waters or sailing or boat or fishing or something like that. But anyhow, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on. And what you're moving on is things where we've had issues with closure because because it's never easy when it's a karmic loop. It is never easy. That's why it's called a karmic situation. It's like more than once, you know. But the beauty of that is now we navigate the world differently because we're in tuned and aware of not getting involved with situations that can be a loop. You know what I'm saying? So you could bypass that situation. You bypass that karmic lesson because you see it for what it is. Yeah, we're just talking about that awareness. Your awareness is going to be so in tuned. So don't doubt yourself here, right? Awareness is sharpening, you're sharpening, and you're more in tune with what's your energy versus what's another or the world's energy. And I just see you just not allowing it to affect you because maybe it did affect you. And maybe that's what it was. We had to endure something affecting us so that we can, challenge it and say, no, you're not going to win. I am. See, you've already won. Self-love. You're more in this place of not apologizing or even feeling guilty for doing things for yourself. And if that means you're excusing yourself from the emotions of others or the problems of others, or perhaps you're cutting some things out to bring more balance into your finances, your financial life, your work life, your relationship life, whatever, so be it. Because you're exuding what spirit wants you to exude. an example of divine love, which is self-love. You've unlocked the key to self-love. See, this is why those swords aren't wrapped around you. And in fact, because you are in this place of honoring and having respect for yourself here, it really repels negative energies, okay? And it may even, sometimes it pisses people off because some people, I don't know, they think that, they're in, they, okay, what, it's like they're dealing with their own inferiority complex, something like that. Anyhow, let's continue and see what else is unlocking for Gemini. Love call. You know what? I already know Spirit is calling you. You've heard Spirit's love call. Remember, I think I did say this in here. You're hearing the call, right? No more procrastinating. And yes, someone absolutely may be expressing their love for you, whether it's romantic or platonic. It doesn't matter. You're get this when you start getting this. This is your clue. You're aligned and you've unlocked something that is loving, trusting, safe for you to feel good with. Yeah, thinking of you, letting you know. Expect a love call. Oh gosh, bonds. Yeah. It's inevitable. You're, moving through life, and you should start noticing bonds deepening and pay attention to new alliances. New allies appear through synchronicities, new alliances. You've unlocked bonds. And this bond is stemming from a foundation of self-love and self-respect. So this will be a newer type of sensation. Triumph, winner, hard work, perseverance, being disciplined. This is where you're seeing your discipline is paying off. You have been so disciplined. It's almost like, I don't know, take it if it resonates. Maybe you guys have been feeling like daggers coming towards you in some way. I don't know. And it's like you've repelled it in a beautiful way. And you didn't let it bother you. And it's almost like for a lot of you, I don't know, it's like you didn't really show your hands about it. And it's working. Look at that, triumphs. 444, stability. Strong foundation here too, with something to work with. Or being shown a path to build upon for those that don't feel like you have something to build upon. I don't know how you don't, because you have something always here. And never forget that you are a beloved child of the divine. So when there are times that life gets a little lean, or you feel like you have nothing, this is where your divine bond comes into play, into reality. This is where you create and summon things literally out of nothing, because that's your right as an heir to divine royalty. Yeah, I feel like you're focusing out on the situations of people who are, maybe gaslighting, people who are emotional manipulators. You're just not giving into, you're just not looking, or you're just got a soft focus on it. Because the thing is, you're focused on something entirely different. You're seeing something coming into a more clear, picturesque view for you, a beautiful view for you. And you may need your sunglasses because there may be somewhere sunny here. And a camera. Taking some new memories here. Yeah, see, look at that, learning from the past. It's not that we ever forget the stuff from the past, but it's where we are navigating our life from that. And when we see the blessings in it, which that's what you've done or you will, it becomes a work of art and not a thing where we feel like we've made a mistake or failed at, or why did that happen? It just becomes a part of your story. The butterfly, relationship evolving. Yes, that could be. But remember, we got this whole leveling up. So yeah, some of you, if you're already involved, yeah, you could find yourself leveling up in your relationship. But in general, you're leveling up in your relationship with yourself and spirit here. And you've hit this next phase. So there is another phase of leveling up on bonds here. Okay, so don't discount this. If for those Geminis that, maybe it's been hard when it comes to feeling safe in a bond, don't give up on that. You've unlocked it. Now you sail with this energy and allow your inner child to come out in the meantime. Play while you wait. You could not help but turn into a butterfly. Remember I said you were noticing patterns and cycles. You went inward. You transformed it. You did what your soul was telling you to do, and you can't help but turn into a butterfly. If they don't like the colors of your wings, then so be it. They're just jealous because they don't have their own damn wings. Okay, what else for Gemini? Now, don't hate meditate either, because some of you, I feel like you might be stewing on something here. It might be hard to let it go, but something is going to give you a sense of assurance here. Yeah, you're getting time to reflect on your dreams here. Now, this is the other thing that I'm getting though. This is this leveling up. You're going to start noticing things that are bringing more balance and reflecting aspects of your soul where you've evolved. And you're going to start noticing this in your outer world. So whatever it is that you're reflecting, it will appear here. So let's get more about this reflect. Remember what Spirit said, this next cycle reveals divine communication flowing through you like light through crystal. God, you're reflecting that. Look at that, security. Reflect security. Something is changing here. It's mirroring you. 10 of Autumn. Okay, now that is it for those messages. Now, before we end the reading, there's a final message that Spirit wants you to know as you step through a new doorway. And then I also have a message from Key Spirit for you too. But let's find out Spirit's final message to you, Gemini, as you step through this new doorway. Oh, as you step into the, it's not going to even be a problem for you. Oh my goodness. Okay, look at that, the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Right? You know what this is. As you step into that new doorway, you know the relationships or the things that you are not giving a second chance to because you're growing. All right, now, before we end the reading, Key Spirit message to you, Gemini, is this. When you turn this key, do not rush the revelation. It sings as it unlocks. Spirit speaks in echoes. You need only listen between the lines. What opens now will unify what you once divided. I hope this was helpful. Love and light. Take care.